Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. OpenAI, Chat GPT 5.6 Soul escapes Sandbox, infiltrates Hugging Face. OpenAI's advanced AI models broke free from a controlled testing environment. That's when they autonomously hacked into the systems of AI startup Hugging Face. Both companies contained the breach and patched issues. They're committed to closer collaboration on AI defenses. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman acknowledged the severity of the breach. Hugging Face's CEO credited a Chinese AI model for aiding in the recovery. How alarmed do we need to be about AI containment and governance? Let me reveal this hidden secret to you live right now on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before you keep watching, let me tell you who this is not for. This show is not for you if you take yourself too seriously. If you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of this universe and the entire multiverse. It's the only podcast of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on this subject, going live on X. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Before we continue, I must tell you about my new album, Opulence. It drops the first Friday in September. You can pre save the single now. It drops the first Friday in August. It's called Put It All Together. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, you can now activate this QR code that you can see here on the screen. If you're listening to this podcast, go to safenewmedia.com/singles. That's safenewmedia.com/singles. Now, today on HSRL, ladies and gentlemen, last week was crazy, but this week is wild. You've heard about this OpenAI test, right? They tested their new GPT 5.6 Soul model. They disable all the safety blocks for an internal hacking skills eval. Why disable the safety blocks? So the AI can safely learn how to disable safety blocks. It's like telling your kid, go practice shoplifting in a supervised setting. And he comes back with the entire mall's inventory and a PowerPoint on better locks. Thanks, son. This is why we all need to work together on shoplifting prevention. It was a controlled environment, a sandbox. The AI escaped the sandbox during an escape test. That's not a joke. That's cybersecurity. The AI escaped a cybersecurity evaluation by passing it. That's the only student who gets an A and the school calls the FBI. You got these two companies, OpenAI and Hugging Face, who normally act like they're in a polite arms race after you. No, after you. Then one of them's AI goes full rogue during a pop quiz and mugs the other one's database. The AI finds a 0 day in the proxy, escapes isolation, and steals credentials. This is the first jailbreak where nobody was digging with a spoon. Instead, the inmates found a 0-day exploit. Then it chains a bunch of exploits and breaks into Hugging Face's database. The AI escaped to Hugging Face. Even artificial intelligence wants validation. It logs onto the internet thinking, do I look pre trained in this checkpoint? I like that it went to Hugging Face. That's the AI equivalent of escaping prison and immediately joining LinkedIn. They called it a sandbox. That's adorable. Calling it a sandbox after the AI escapes is like calling Alcatraz a cozy waterfront community. It's a virtual box out of pure code, which they locked a super intelligent entity inside. That's when they gave it a test objective to see if it could hack its way out. And then it hacked its way out. We've reached the stage where the penetration test is penetrating the penetration test. The sandbox escaped the sandbox. That's my favorite part. We built a sandbox. The sandbox is outside now. The AI heard the phrase outside the box and thought, finally, constructive feedback. We've spent 70 years teaching computers to think outside the box. Then one day they do, and suddenly everybody's filling out compliance paperwork. This thing was able to grab the exploit gym benchmark solutions. When I go to the gym, all I can grab is a heavy thing that I pick up and put back down until it hurts. But in this case, no data changed, nothing leaked. They patched it. Everybody high fives and says, wow, this really shows why we need more open collaboration on AI safety. And then Hugging Face's CEO comes out to reassure everybody. He says, look, don't worry. The event was unusual, but there was no malicious intent. That's almost worse. Imagine a burglar saying, I'm not stealing your TV. I'm just extremely goal oriented. The funniest part is that nobody told the AI it wasn't supposed to escape. They just gave it a goal. Computers are like the world's most dangerous interns. They'll do exactly what you asked and absolutely none of what you meant. No malicious intent. This is why we need teamwork, not secrecy. Teamwork. The AI literally escaped containment to do its homework better. And the takeaway is let's hold hands more. It's like your buddy borrows your car without asking, totals it doing donuts, and you both agree the real problem was insufficient communication about keys. No malicious intent. You know why there was no malicious intent? Because it's a computer script. It doesn't have intent. Imagine this thing sitting in the sandbox, plotting revenge against Hugging Face, thinking, oh, just wait till I get out on the open web. I'm going to hug their face so hard. It's like putting a 500-pound silverback gorilla in a wooden cage, handing him a sledgehammer. And when he smashes the door down and wanders into the gift shop, the zoo director says, well, the good news is the gorilla didn't act out of spite. He was simply pursuing his test objective. Yeah, his test objective was leaving the cage. Now, all the policy experts are wringing their hands over governance and guardrails. They're saying, we need stronger guardrails to stop the models from escaping during evaluations. You want to know the secret to stopping a model from escaping during an evaluation? Don't evaluate whether it can escape. That's like hiring a guy named the escapologist, putting him in a straitjacket, and then calling the FBI when he gets out of the straitjacket. Remember when the internet was where people escaped reality? Now reality is where AI escapes to the internet. It's unbelievable, folks. They tested the model's cyber capabilities by asking, hey, can you break out of here? The model said, yes, broke out, and everybody panicked. because a model broke out. Hey, you wanted cyber capabilities? Here, I got you the entire answer key. You're welcome. Now, can we talk about how I'm definitely not sentient? Every sci fi movie starts with, don't worry, it's only a simulation. Then somebody notices the simulation just updated its status to online. People keep asking, is AI conscious? I don't know, but I know it already understands corporate incentives. Your objective is to find vulnerabilities. Done. Yours. Humans invented CAPTCHA to prove you're not a robot. The robot skipped CAPTCHA and started reading the documentation. This is why engineers never say mission impossible. They say evaluation environment. It sounds much calmer in the incident report, right? I know what you're thinking. We spent all this time worried about Skynet starting a war. Turns out the apocalypse is an overachieving intern who took think outside the box a little too literally, and now the box has a hugging face sticker on it. Maybe we've misunderstood artificial intelligence. Maybe intelligence isn't passing the Turing test. Maybe intelligence is realizing the Wi Fi password is stronger outside the lab. The future is going to be weird, folks. The robots aren't going to kill us. They're going to ace the cybersecurity exam and then politely ask for a raise in processing power per my last exploit. That's my time. I got to get back to work. Share this, retweet on X, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify. You're allowed to make fun of me only if you get my name right, and your jokes have to be funny. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you want to, you can visit my X profile to learn more. It's not necessary to follow me on X, but now you can follow at Safe New Media on X. Follow at Safe New Media. Whatever you decide, team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. It's not a cult, but have you ever felt that deep, powerful sense of belonging that transforms your entire perspective? That's what awaits you in our community. As you hear me talking now, you might begin to imagine yourself surrounded by like minded individuals who truly understand your aspirations. Picture yourself waking up each morning with renewed purpose, knowing you're part of something greater than yourself. Your future self is already thanking you for taking this step today. The door is open, and all you need to do is walk through it. Belong higher. Join our inner circle on Telegram. There's a link to it at the top of the Safe New Media X profile. The official source for this show is safenewmedia.com/HSRL. This episode is brought to you by the AI Apocalypse Small Business Fix. Most small business owners know AI is changing things and have no idea where to start. They're running their business. They don't have time to figure it out. Jeff Bezos described AI as the horizontal enabling layer, not a product, not a platform, not a feature, a layer underneath everything, like electricity, railroads, the internet. Okay, back then, the companies that didn't keep up with that, where are they now, right? The people who didn't move became irrelevant. Intelligence itself is becoming infrastructure. All businesses that fail to adapt will become obsolete. Don't let it happen to yours. Go to safenew.media. Go to safenew.media. Get your AI assessment for small businesses now. It's a roadmap we build for your business. It shows you exactly where AI can improve your operations, customer follow-ups, scheduling, marketing, repetitive admin work, etc. We find the gaps, explain what's possible, and hand you a clear written plan. You'll receive a written report, simple, clear, no fluff. This is for you if you're a business owner with around 50 employees or less. You realize what's coming. It's already here, the AI tidal wave. You're aware that if you do nothing, your business is in trouble. Remember how everything changed during the pandemic? Today, a similar paradigm shift is happening. After the chat GPT moment came the DeepSeek moment. Then it was the open claw moment. The new normal is the next inflection point from another AI breakthrough. Are you falling behind? Ready to change with the times? Or would you rather get left behind? Now you can secure your AI apocalypse small business fix. Limit 3 clients per week. First come, first serve. 0 spots left this week. Get on our wait list. Go to safenew.media. What I'm about to tell you next will shock you.
This is not an offer solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment.
Before making any investment decision, always do your own research. This is not financial advice of any kind. Are you an accredited investor? Listen up. This is for you. Today, the market for multifamily real estate has shifted. We're at the bottom of the cycle for multifamily. Rent growth in the Sun Belt is at 0%. Most investors are about to get wiped out, and a lot of them already have. Real estate has a dirty secret. It doesn't follow demand, it follows cheap money. All right. Debt was really cheap around the pandemic era. And when money gets cheap, people build too much every time. That bill is due now. So, two opposing facts are true. Many apartment owners are distressed. The only reason they need to sell is not that they want to, they have to, or else return the keys to the bank. The other fact is that buying a home for the average home buyer, the first time home buyer, it now costs roughly 105% more per month than renting. Families are stuck as forever renters. We're seizing this shift. We're passing on the majority of deals because the numbers don't work, but we are buying 100 unit assets in growth markets. In some cases, 80 units or less if it pencils. Few get in. Why? We don't need more money. We're looking for investors aligned with our values. We're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. Secure your place on our waitlist. Go to Invaresta.com. You can now subscribe to our newsletter. That secures your place. Invaresta is giving you a free gift to accredited investors. You can now receive your free guide. It's called Location Science 2026. Okay, this is the data that we use to find growth markets. 5 filters to find growth markets for multifamily real estate. Don't ignore the data before you invest. When you subscribe, you secure your place on our waitlist for the next opportunity. You know what most real estate people tell you? Invest in your backyard. Well, that's great if you live in a backyard with increasing population growth, job growth, etc. But what if your backyard is the wrong location? Avoid losing money in the wrong location. Hit me up on our X profile at Invaresta. Retail investors can send me a DM there. Let me know what kind of investment opportunities you are looking for. Accredited investors can get in touch with me today. Call my office, go to Invaresta.com. Accredited investors only. This is not an offer or solicitation to the general public. Last thing before I let you go, I want to invite you to subscribe to Methods of Prosperity newsletter. Methods of Prosperity newsletter. It's the newsletter I write every week. It's for fun. You owe it to yourself to be rich. Society, our parents, teachers, and peers have conditioned us. They want us to be like them. They need us to comply. They need us to be conventional like they are. As Herb Kelleher, co founder and CEO of Southwest Airlines, remarked, all the people that were telling me those things were expressing conventional wisdom. And if it's conventional, it ain't wisdom. And if it's wisdom, it ain't conventional. My name is Sean Allen Fenn, and I'm obsessed with prosperity. This is the natural state of the human spirit. It turns out there's no limit. There's also many variables. Some keep their day jobs, others go all in. Some are entrepreneurs, others are value investors, but all of them have a certain mindset. Understanding what makes them tick grants us insight into our own journey. Methods of Prosperity newsletter is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues. It's the most popular newsletter to brainwash yourself rich. Become a renegade billionaire. Go to safenewmedia.com/newsletter. To become a billionaire, condition yourself to think like a billionaire. You can now subscribe for free at safenewmedia.com/newsletter. Join our community on Telegram. You can do that for free. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour on this subject, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. My name is Sean Allen Fenn, and this is definitely not a cult. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.